If your pizzas are sticking, baking unevenly, or coming out of your oven looking like they just got run over by a car, it's not your dough, it's not your oven, it's probably your pizza peel. Here's my golden rule. If you're making pizza at home, you need 2 pizza peels. Not because you need more gear, but because they do different jobs. One peel handles your raw dough and gets it into the oven. The other peel controls what's going on during the bake. If you only use one peel to launch, turn, and retrieve your pizza, things are gonna start going sideways. So instead of asking which pizza peel is best, ask what job do I need this pizza peel to do? Because while all of these are called pizza peels, they are not all the same. Let's start with tackling the first problem, launching your pizza. This is where your gorgeous pizzas go to become emergency calzones. You stretched the dough, you topped it beautifully, you go to launch it and bam! Toppings are spreading everywhere and suddenly you're cleaning up the inside of your pizza oven instead of enjoying a perfectly cooked pizza. So if you're just starting out and this sounds like a problem that you're having, the wooden pizza peel is gonna be your new best friend. I always recommend wooden pizza peels to new pizzaiolos learning how to launch a pie because your raw dough is much less likely to stick to this than it is a metal pizza peel. Wooden pizza peels are way more forgiving than metal, and that forgiveness matters, especially when you're just figuring out how to shape, top, and launch your pizzas. They're also handy because you can build your pizza right on the peel. Rub a layer of semolina flour into the peel, lay your dough down, top it, boom, you're ready to launch. No fancy peel transfers, just straightforward, easy to replicate, and great for you to figure out how to make a pizza. But while wooden peels are great for launching, they aren't suited for much else. The downside of the wooden peel is this thick old lip. While it's fine for sliding a pizza off into the oven, you're way more likely to crush or mush your pizza if you're trying to use this peel to turn and pull your pies. And this is where you need that second peel. And that brings us to the solid metal pizza peel. This is probably closer to what most people think of when they think of a pizza peel. Solid metal body, a nice short handle, and easy to maneuver. That leading edge is so much thinner than the wooden peel, making it great for sliding under a pie in the oven and pulling it out. And if you're baking indoors, the solid metal base keeps flour off your floors and your kitchen a little easier to clean at the end of the night. But in a high heat outdoor oven, that same feature becomes a problem. All that flour you use to launch has nowhere to go, meaning it ends up inside your oven on the stone, burning quickly. Now I know what you're thinking, the wooden peel has the same problem, but the benefits of ease of launching, especially for beginners, still give that peel a place in the rotation. That doesn't mean solid metal peels are useless, I just think they have a pretty specific use case. For most people cooking outside in their backyard, I'd much prefer to see them using a perforated peel. The perforated peel gives you that same thin edge that the metal solid peel does, but it has holes in the body to let flour fall away before it ends up in your oven. And that matters because in a high heat outdoor oven, you want to find the right balance of semolina. You want to use enough to shape your pizza, get it onto the peel, but not so much that when you put it in the oven, it ends up all over the stone and trapped under the crust. The holes let you give it a little shake right before going into the oven, and all that flour will fall away. That means less burnt flour, a cleaner bake, and in the end, better taste. Perforated metal peels are also great because you can use them to both launch and retrieve your pizzas. The thin edge slides smoothly under your pie and you have great control inside the oven. But there's a big trade-off when it comes to launching. Metal in general is much less forgiving than wood. If your dough is wet, sticky, or sitting for too long, a metal peel isn't going to do you any favors. You need to work way faster than you do with wood. So if you're new to all this and you're still figuring it out, start with wood. But if your dough handling is dialed and you're looking for cleaner bakes and a little more control, perforated peel is the way to go. But launching your pizza is only one job we have to tackle. Once it's in the oven, the peel you launched with is not the peel you want turning the pie. And that is where the turning peel comes in. Repeat this after me. I will not use my turning peel to try to launch a pizza. Got it? The turning peel only has one job. turning the pizza. In an outdoor pizza oven, your pie doesn't bake evenly by default. Sides of it are closer to the flame, further away, there's hot spots and cold spots. It's not like a home oven where a heating element and a fan are supposed to move hot air around theoretically evenly. So if you're ending up with pies that are charred on one side and pale on the other, your issue isn't the oven, it's not the dough, it's how you control the bake. And how you control the bake is with this turning peel right here. While you can use a perforated peel to take your pizza out of the oven and turn it by hand, a turning peel lets you rotate the pie inside the oven, conserving heat and resulting in a way better bake at the end of the day. You can use fine movements to control the pie, adjust as needed, not have to pull it out back and forth. You can imagine if you're pulling that pizza in and out constantly, the temperature's fluctuating like this, right? By keeping the pizza in the oven and turning with a turning peel, you're keeping that temp high the entire bake. But the key to turning and baking your pizza is timing. After you launch the pie, you can't go to turn it right away. You gotta let that base set and the crust closest to the flame start to puff up and brown. Once you see those cues, you know it's safe to get your turning peel in there and maneuver your pizza. As long as that base is set, the pizza should spin like a wheel. Slide under, lift up at an angle, and pull towards you. The part of the pizza touching the stone should rotate around, resulting in a nice, beautiful turn. And I don't care how many times you turn the pizza inside the oven. If you're baking at 900 degrees for 60 seconds, that's not a lot of time to turn. The only thing that matters is when you pull that pizza, you wanna make sure it's evenly cooked. And the turning peel is your secret weapon to making sure that's the case. Until you own one of these, they feel optional, but I promise you, you get one of these and you won't look back. And that's why my 2-peel rule makes sense. Raw dough needs a launch peel. That could be wood if you want forgiveness, or metal if your technique is dialed. But once that pizza hits the oven, you need a peel that gives you control. And for me and my setup, that is 100% a turning pizza peel. The goal isn't to own the most pizza peels, it's to make awesome pizza in the least frustrating way possible. And the 2-peel rule lets you do just that. Now, the other factor that comes into play when you're picking the best pizza peels for you is size. Duh. It could be the best made pizza peel in the world, and it's useless if it doesn't even fit inside your oven. For launching, the peel needs to be at least as big as the size of pizza you want to make. So if I'm making 12-inch pies, a 12-inch peel is perfect for me. If I have a 16 or an 18-inch oven, I can get a larger pizza peel and make larger pies. Sounds nice. And if I have a big pizza oven, like the Ooni Coated 2 Max, and I want to make monster pies, I'm gonna get a monster peel. 20-inch peel, 20-inch pizzas. You can't make a 20-inch pizza with a 12-inch peel. Now, you'll notice turning peels come in different sizes too, but it does not have to be the diameter of your pizza. If you have a small oven, you want a smaller turning peel to maneuver in that tight space. And if you're making big pies and big ovens, a slightly larger turning peel will give you the support that you need. Once the pizza's cooked, that base should be hard enough for you to pull the pizza with a turning peel, even if it extends beyond the edges of your peel. By no means is the best peel the biggest peel. It's the peel that fits inside your oven and lets you make the pizza you want to. So if I just got my first backyard pizza oven, here's how I would go about picking a pizza peel. I'd buy 2 peels right out of the gate, a wooden peel to launch and a turning peel to control. If I'm a little more experienced, maybe I've cooked in a pizza oven before, I'd still buy 2 peels, but those 2 would be a perforated peel for launching and a turning peel to bake. Now, if you're just baking in your home oven on a stone or steel, a solid metal peel makes a lot of sense. And this is probably the one case where you might not need 2 peels. You're not doing as much active turning in a home oven, so 1 peel to launch and retrieve is probably fine. This one from Ooni is nice because it has these grooves on the front to help catch some flour as you launch the pizza and keep it off the base while that pizza cooks. But for most people cooking in an outdoor or backyard pizza oven, I would not recommend the solid metal peel. If you start there, I guarantee you pretty soon, you'll be wanting to upgrade. And if you're on a budget, focus on a good launch peel. Maybe that's wood if you're brand new, or perforated metal if your dough handling is dialed. Because if you can't get your pizza off the peel into the oven, well, you can't really make a pizza. Then, once you're rocking and rolling, you can go ahead and add in the turning peel. But I guarantee you, spending a little more on 2 peels will solve way more pizza problems than buying 1 fancy pizza peel. So the final answer is pretty simple. Sometimes it's the dough giving you problems. Sometimes your oven's being funky. But I bet the majority of your problems are coming from using the wrong pizza peel. Before you get super frustrated and throw in the towel and go to sell your oven on Marketplace, try adding a second pizza peel to your rotation, especially if there's a gap in one of those jobs and you could pick one of these and fix that right away. And I promise you that will get you a lot closer to your pizza dreams. If you want to check out any of the pizza peels we talked about in this video, I'll link them all in the description. And if this saved you some pizza frustration, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.